going on? So, I've been pretty vocal about prices when it comes to a lot of the product that's coming out. And I get it that Topps Chrome Football is supposed to be their big release because they just got the contract or licensing for players from Panini to be able to release this again because they used to have it back in the day. They lost it, now they got it back. And after taking a look at the prices, I'm a little bit miffed at the fact that they are so freaking high. Get that you are trying to build the hype and trying to get people to, or should I say, trying to get breakers to do your marketing for you so they can break and then just spend more money back and forth. So it's just one big circle of life, as I could call it. Um, and so it's kind of a bummer. Not many people are going to be able to get their hands on it. That's that first day, whatever it is, first off the line, kind of the same concept. It ending at $2,800 and people buying those boxes was kind of crazy. I don't understand what would compel you to want to spend that much money on that type of set. Maybe it's just the fact that I don't have the money, or maybe it's the fact that even if I did have the money, I don't know if I'd spend that much money on that many of those, or even one box of those. Um, Now, I don't have a problem with breakers. I think they're the reason why singles come about for the most part. Granted, I could go to a card show and find as many booths as I like to find singles and be able to collect all the ones that I want. But when you go on eBay, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of breakers who send their cards over to DC Sports Cards or send their cards over to ComC, which I'm going to touch on something about that. Um, that I'll remind myself later. But they send their cards off. We go online. We buy them on eBay. We collect the singles because they don't want to push a lot of those out. And then they get the big cards, sell those, take the money from selling those big cards to put the money right back into buying more product from Topps, Fanatics. I guess Panini's going to be on the back burner for right now. I haven't seen too many people breaking too many Panini products that have recently come out. But I also haven't been on very many breaker pages. Just re-downloaded Fanatics Live just to see how things are going to pan out with everything that's going on, and also to see the prices of what these breakers are going to be charging for teams or players or whatever they might be doing it as. Just so I can keep track of that, because that's going to be insane as well. But the price, it prices out a lot of people. You do realize that there are other people out there. The Topps Industry Conference. You're talking to a bunch of industry people, people who own shops, people, breakers, influencers, and all these other people who either have some sort of connection to you or they spend the most money that you guys see. But a lot of those breakers don't really realize that, or they do realize it, I should say. I shouldn't make it seem like they're dumb. They're pretty smart for the way that they work their system. But a lot of those breakers are just marketing materials, to be completely honest with you. I don't see it as an entrepreneurial thing. I see it as you bought some product, you got a big hit, you sold that big hit, and you bought more product. So you're creating this big circle of just the money staying within the circle. You guys are making money, I'm sure. A lot of people don't really put out the information on what they're making, but some of the hits that you're selling out there, I'm pretty sure you're making a pretty solid amount of cash when it comes to that. And none of you are going to stop. And so that's the reason why we're never going to see the prices go down, is because it's just going to continue. You're going to buy the box, then all of a sudden you're going to turn around and break the box by selling all those for an absorbent amount of prices for teams, for players, or whatever it may be. Then that money you're going to take from there, or the hits that you get from there, yeah, you're going to give them out to the people. But who's to say that you're breaking all of your cases? So then you're breaking cases on your own, and you're getting hits. And then you're putting those hits online and showing people, hey, look what I hit. And then you're turning around and you're selling those hits to anybody who wants them. And then you're taking that money from those hits and buying more merchandise. One big circle. I'm not knocking it. You guys are doing great. It's a smart idea. I don't have a problem with it. I just can't afford it. So it's just something that I'm not going to be doing, even when I can afford it, because that just seems like a little bit more than I want to take on. Being that I'm a collector, a lot of my cards stay in my own PC. So I don't know if it's a matter of not being able to get rid of things, which I'm not a hoarder. If you look at my house, I don't have a bunch of crap all over the place. But I am somebody who really appreciates different cards. For instance, I bought this Roger Staubach card. It's a PSA 3. That card has a lot of issues for a PSA 3. Even the surface of it has a little bit of a problem. But guess what? I wanted a Roger Staubach card, so I bought it. I also had a John Unitas card. Yes, it says John Unitas on it, not Johnny Unitas. And that's also a PSA 3. And you know why I bought it? Because I wanted it. Because I wanted to have something in my collection. Look at that centering from left to right. My God. And the top to bottom centering is pretty bad too. But it's a PSA 3. I wanted it, so I bought it. Guy Lafleur, 1975 Topps. Bought this one too. Card's horrible. It's in terrible condition. Look at this bottom corner right here. It's a PSA 3 as well. Why did I buy it? Because I liked it. And also this Roberto Clemente card. I bought this card from a garage sale in a bulk set of stuff. This is a 3.5. Centering's off. The card's pretty thrashed all over. But it's still got a really nice look to it. Bought it because I liked it. And do what you like. I like buying singles. I like buying cards that I like. And I like hanging on to my cards. So if you like buying in the breaks, just be smart about it. Don't spend so much money buying something that is definitely, it's going to be a gamble in most cases. Now, everybody who buys the stuff, I get it. You want to be into the breaks because you think you're going to hit big, because these marketing people are marketing to you saying, hey, look what I hit. When those are in the cases that they hit outside of everything. So you just keep sitting there and you keep challenging yourself to try to get the hits and try to get the names that are on there while they're charging you $1,500 for like the Lakers. LeBron's not that big when it comes to the card game. He's got some cards that are out there, mostly rookies. And then there's really nothing from the current time frame yet that we're going to be seeing a lot more of LeBron in. But now that he's going to be signing for Topps, pretty sure we're going to see some cards that'll pop up. I'm not saying he won't ever have anything that's big right now, but he's going to have some things. So, like I was saying earlier, COMC. I recently bought something from COMC, and it was bought back in March 21st, I want to say. I'll just post what I bought. And in the process of buying that card, I haven't heard anything about when it's supposed to be here, no tracking, it just says paid. I'm not sure what's going on with COMC. I've never really had an issue with them, but it does seem like there are a lot of issues that are occurring, and there's a few people who mentioned it, and I just happen to be one that had a personal experience from it. So I'm going to try to do some research on this and figure out what's going on, because this doesn't make any sense on why there's such an issue with them shipping out items right now, because it was a really cool card, or is a really cool card, and I'll show you that when it comes in, hopefully. But so today was National Hockey Card Day, and I work for a store that sells hockey equipment, and we just happened to get some of the sheets in, which are really cool. I'm very excited about having these in my possession. There's going to be pretty much the top 3 rookies that are on here, and some legends that are shown on these. And so it was really cool. We had a lot of people come in and ask about it. We had people call in and ask about them. And so I get to add this Matthew Schaefer to my collection. A few other cards on there that will be added to the collection as well. I think I'm going to keep these exactly like this and see if I can get it graded in these sheets. Until PSA gets their stuff together, they're just going to stay exactly like that. But National Hockey Card Day was really fun. And it was really fun seeing kids come in and be excited about getting cards. Great time. Had a really good time with that. It's going to be a hard time for people to be collectors nowadays. It doesn't make any sense why everything is so ridiculously priced. Um, I really feel like people are being priced out. I feel like you've got these people who are influencers and people who are big names who are able to make all this extra money and who knows are possibly getting perks from Tops or Fanatics to carry their products and to market their products and to sit there and get probably the best deal that they can from Tops by just buying the products, which it's a known thing that a lot of shops you buy one thing to get this other thing. It usually happens. So sometimes you got to buy the crappy stuff for you to be getting the best stuff. But I think this is going to kill a lot of the smaller card shops. Uh, they're not going to be able to compete against like Card Vault and some of these bigger ones like Cards HQ. Burbank Sports Cards, big company, big store. Rob's doing it right over there. I go over there all the time to get singles. I've sat there for hours just digging through all the singles that they have. Probably one of the best ways to show that you actually care about the collector because you can sit there and just go for days looking and digging and going through all kinds of stuff. I don't think I have anything sitting around here that I've got from there recently. No, nothing over here. Yeah. Oh, actually, I do have some stuff. Recently got this John Cena card from there. That was for Action Packed. And then also this Chris Statlander, which is going to probably end up getting graded very soon. The Double or Nothing AEW Gold card. So that'll be another item that'll be graded. Just because I want it graded. And I think it's a really cool card. But Burbank Sports Cards. Best option to go to for if you want to look for singles. Hands down. Other than that, I just be careful out there, guys. We're not needing to spend all this money, and if you really want to make a ding in the situation and make the prices come down, stop buying into the breaks. You don't have to buy into the breaks. Hell, I don't buy into any breaks. I bought into one recently because I was supporting somebody, and I felt like it was for the first break. Might as well support them. It'll be awesome. But you guys don't have to buy into them. The one way that we're going to get these prices knocked back down is if we stop buying into the breaks and then start looking at ourselves from the perspective of, we don't have to buy the prices that these people are telling us. The secondary market is insane. I'm going to throw up a few different things here of what the secondary market looks like for WWE, Topps Chrome, and then also for Topps Chrome football. Secondary market is wild. And I will not be spending any of that money on the secondary market. I'll be waiting for everybody to break those boxes open, and I'll just be grabbing singles. And when I go over to Burbank, a lot of people will sell those singles to them, and I just go and collect. That's all I do. Yeah, that's my spiel for today. We'll probably talk about some more things coming up. And just be careful out there, guys. Try not to break the bank. Collect what you like. Buy the card, not the grade. And yeah, singles are king right now. We might as well take advantage of the singles while everybody is buying all these ridiculously priced boxes because they're going to try to make all their money back on the big hits. And just looking through Instagram, I've seen that so many people had big hits from that WWE Topps Chrome boxes. And a lot of the people that had the hits were the breakers. So now, one more fact that I wanted to throw out there. Breakers, they are going to have the most boxes of items. So they're going to end up hitting a lot of the big hits because they're going to be going through so many boxes that there's really no way that they shouldn't hit some of the bigger cards. But you are getting those coincidences that people are hitting one of ones almost every time a new product comes out. Which all it is just another marketing scheme for you to go, oh, maybe I can hit a 101. And then you get the FOMO and you decide that you're going to go ahead and buy, 75 boxes of it and hit nothing. or hit a few things that you probably don't want. So just be careful. Gambling is fun when it's in the casino. With cards, it's not as fun because there's, like gambling, you have no guarantees. So take it easy, guys. Enjoy the hobby. Try not to get too wrapped up in the business of the hobby unless that's what you do. And I'm not saying that breakers are terrible. They do have a place in the hobby, but they are kind of the reason why we are not getting a whole lot of products and everything's getting more expensive. So take it easy. You guys have a great evening, and I'll say what's up later.